Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of RES, Random Educational Stuff. Now, today I'd like to talk to you about politics. Yes, I never thought I'd ever record a video talking about politics. But we've got some sort of problem with my camera and it's now fucked. So right, now it's back. Right, sorry, digressing from these things. I never thought I'd ever upload a video about politics, but with the election and shit happening at the minute in England, just thought, fuck it, upload a video about politics. So, politics. Well, we have three really sort of, I'd say, big political runners in politics. We have Labour, we have the Conservatives, and we have the Liberal Democrats. We also have the BNP, National Front, stuff like that, smaller things. But the main runners are red, blue and yellow, which is weird because they're the three primary colours as well, aren't they? So they picked some really good colours to have there. Now, I'm not really a big fan of politics, so I don't normally vote, even though I'm old enough. I mean, I've been old enough to vote for 4 years. And I've only ever voted once, and that was in the local Boston election, not as a big, government election, so yeah. And I only voted because I knew one of the people that was running, and so I thought, might as well vote for him. So, yeah. So, politics. So, yes. Now, to me, politics is all a load of bollocks. In my experience of politics, the politicians will be stood up there with their little podiums and their big statements that they write out, waffling on about how they're going to help the community, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, with big, grand hand gestures and everything. We need to focus more on education, stuff like that. And then they get into power, and they don't really seem to do fuck all. I mean, they make these big rambling statements on TV programmes and stuff like Prime Minister's Question Time, that they're doing this, they're doing that, they're doing that, and they're doing this, and they're going to be doing that. They've got big ideas for this in the future. They're lowering this, they're raising that, but you never really see that they've actually done anything. It's like everything they've said they've done just sort of isn't there, as though they're just a bunch of liars. And I think actually politicians are all liars. I mean, the only thing I've sort of noticed that they actually do is the minute they get into power, as you say, they just give themselves a big pat on the back and a big pay rise, and that's all that seems to happen. So not really a big fan of politics. So, yeah. But really, I'd love to actually be a politician. Because if I said that if I get into power, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this and this and this and that and this and this and do all these things, I would actually do them. And that's the other thing about the government as well. Is that we have a queen, we have a royal family in this country, but they're not in control. The people in control of our country is the government. And I think actually it's the government that writes the Queen's speech at Christmas. Yeah. And if the Queen wants to add anything of her own into the Queen's speech, she has to ask the government if she can add it in. So really, royal family just hasn't got the power. But if I was the king, so that's the other thing, I'd love to be the king of England. If I was the king, I'd say, right, I'm the king, I'm in charge of the country, that's what a king is for, to be in charge of the country, and I would immediately get rid of the government. Or, I would tell the government, they follow what I say, not I follow what they say. Now, the Queen might be getting old now, but I'm sure that if she wanted to, she could take the power back from the government. Personally, I don't know what the Queen does all day. I can't imagine that, I mean, I don't know how old she is, but I can't imagine that she sits there and plays on an Xbox or something. I mean, probably Prince Philip or Prince William does. Is it William? No, is it Philip? No, it's not Prince Philip, is it? Prince William. I don't know who Prince William's brother is. Oh my god! Shit, sorry. Oh man. But I don't think the two of brothers, they probably sit there playing on Xboxes, go out hunting and shit. One of them did a stint in the army. They didn't get to see any action. And that's the other thing as well. I mean, he goes all through the army training and everything, and they send him out to Iraq. But they station him somewhere. They don't tell anyone he's there. And it's somewhere where there's never even going to see an enemy. I'd be bored. Because if you're a prince, and you're sent out into the army, and you're sent over to a country that's in war, you're going to want to be in some action. The only thing is, if people realise who he was, he could get captured and, could be a whole ransom scandal and stuff like that. So I guess it was safe, but I don't want to be safe. I mean, war isn't safe. I mean, what do they think they do out there in the war? They just hit each other with wet fish? No, they've got big guns and cannons and machine guns and tanks and planes. I think cannons are a bit old. And they shoot the shit out of each other. War's not safe. Nowhere's safe in a war. Got fucking bombers coming over. Got fucking helicopters that'll shoot a tank from 50 miles away. Got all these long-range artillery guns. Nuclear weapons? Weapons of mass destruction. Yes. But anyway, I digress. Politics. I'm back into politics, aren't I? So really, not really going to be voting in the election again. It doesn't really matter as a way, because the same people sort of don't give a toss. Because it doesn't really matter who gets elected. Nothing gets done, really. I mean, they all say they've got these different views and everything, but they all sort of piss in the same pot, don't they? I mean, I reckon that the royal family should call the shots. I mean, England is still a monarchy, so England should be governed by its queen or king, well, it's queen at the minute, not by a government who even has the guts to tell the Queen what to do. So, I'd love that job, you go up to the Queen, there's a... Yes, we want you to do this and this and this and this. But I'm the Queen! We don't care. It's like, yeah, you might be the Queen, but we're the government. We talk about governments. Obviously, most governments have some sort of secret projects going on, don't they, that they don't want people to know about? I'm talking about projects and things that aren't exactly secret. I haven't really heard much about this Hadron Collider recently. I mean, we heard that they made it down wherever it was, and they switched it on, and people were like, oh no, is it going to create a black hole? Well, yes, it would create a black hole, probably, maybe, but it would only be about this big. But then again, a black hole that big is still big enough to suck matter out of the universe. So, that's probably why we haven't heard about it anymore. It's been sucked out of the universe. It's been sucked out of time itself. But then how do I know about it? Yeah. But yeah, we haven't heard anything about this Hadron Collider for ages. Personally, I still don't know what the fuck they built it for. Some sort of science experiment about atoms or something, I don't know. But yeah. So, thank you for watching another dull and boring episode of RES. And I think this was number 4. I mean, I wrongly said that 1 was number 3 when it was number 2. And no, it was number 3, no, yeah. So I lost number 2 and had to re-record it, so that's why it goes 1, 3, 2, 4 now. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, I'm going to have to go. I've just hit 645 seconds, which means that I'm about to run out of time. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again with RES Part 5 when I can record it, and stay tuned for another YNS program.